I'm a good citizen, so I only go speed limit. Got that on camera, right? Good, good. Ever since I sat in the cockpit of an Integra, I've always liked the way it felt. You know, when I saw the Type R, it's just, I had to get this one. My name is Philip Thi. I drive a 1997 Acura Integra Type R. I work as a parts advisor at an Acura dealership. It was a dream come true when I first got the vehicle. I actually wasn't even sure I would have gotten the vehicle if the owner had never contacted me. It was by luck and possibly by fate. When I first got it, it was 100% stock. Previous owner was a true enthusiast in the aspect of stock is best. I felt that you got to do something to make it your own. You're not trying to please anyone else but yourself, and hopefully, you know, it makes people enjoy looking at it the way I do. When I first had my 97 RS, 17 at that time, I didn't know anything, and you know, I remember my first mod was a short ram intake that I bought off Craigslist, and you know, the guy had it advertised for 30 bucks. It was a generic brand, and I was like so psyched because this is my first mod. I could make this my own, and after I did that, you know, it's just when it all started. You know, there's been ups and downs. You know, you buy stuff and you regret it, but I guess that's the part of the game, and it's what makes it fun, I guess. I always wanted something not too overly aggressive, something that you can drive on the streets, possibly turn heads, but at the same time not attract the attention of, you know, the police or gangsters. You know, I wanna be a good civilian on the road. Exterior-wise, fairly stock, fairly mild for the longest time. JDM front end. That was something that I've always wanted from the beginning. And then it excelled from a lip kit to my Mugen Gen 2 wing. The wheels that I've always wanted were the Mugen MF10s. You know, the offset's a little bit janky, but let's just say they're plus 25. For about 2.5 years, I stayed stock because I just couldn't find the right wheels. Fast forward to now, I still have the wheels. Another mod that I do enjoy would be the Comtech Icebox. Gotta say, it's pretty OG. Not a lot of people know about it. I really liked the way the speedometer was placed and how the positioning of everything, to the center console, to the armrest. Actually, the armrest, you know, when you're driving, you just kind of put your arm on the armrest and just cruising. When I had my first two cars, my whole mindset back then was more to save money rather than thinking about long term. And what that means is, you know, buying cheap parts I was okay with. Ever since working at a dealership, especially customers' cars going into the shop, and just seeing the difference between factory genuine parts and aftermarket parts, it made me truly appreciate the amount of R&D that goes into genuine parts. And you get what you pay for, because you can't really compare apples to oranges, you know, when definitely OEM parts are like watermelons, right? They're big and juicy and they're amazing. For the price you pay, you can't get anything near the level of excitement that you do with this vehicle. You know, I'd say bang for buck, you know, this car is truly in a league of its own. Whether you want to take this car out and buy some groceries, you know, you can utilize the hatchback and put a lot of toilet paper or whatever you want to put in there. Well, I gotta say, life in general, you know, is a struggle, and the struggle is real. I've had an accident where it almost destroyed my entire front end, and you kind of just learn from it and you bounce back. It's happened already and you can't really do anything about it. And there's a famous quote that a lot of Japanese people use, and mind you, it's very JDM. They say shogunai, which means it can't be helped. And you know, like if they miss a train, they say it a lot. You know, I've recently learned of this quote, and I very much like it, because it makes sense. You know, it's already happened, right? You can't really revert time, so you just got to live with it. I'd say the happiness that I've had with the vehicle definitely outweighs the struggle. So just got to know it's a rough world out there, and we'll all make it. If it ain't a Type R, right, it ain't a tight car. Know what I mean?